You are one choice away from making personal growth so much simpler, and that is the choice to prioritise your life. I spent years trying to do it all, get fit, build routines, meditate, socialise, eat well, but also enjoy life. It was overwhelming and left me miserable. But after learning to prioritise, life became easier, and my mental health really turned around. So I'll teach you what I've learnt in just 5 minutes, and even dig into why the way you're doing things now isn't working and the value I've got from these changes. I've made YouTube videos for a while now. I'm Ollie Milton, welcome to the Unfold channel. I've been taking on a mental health based challenge. If you've watched any of my old ones, you'll know that I used to do a lot of 30-day challenges. Cold showers, meditation, 5 AM wake-ups, that sort of thing. And while I learnt some very valuable stuff from these challenges, I never stuck to them. I was doing them all at once, trying to rush self-improvement, which became overwhelming. The more I added these positive habits, the worse my life got. I was miserable. Here's why piling loads and loads of positive changes into your life all at once can actually have a net negative impact. I spent ages trying to work out which of the many things I was trying to do was actually worth it. And I ended up in a situation where, because there were so many things to choose from, I did none.
Tonight I've sat on my arse and done nothing, and I've absolutely loved it. It's been great.
Sometimes we forget positive change can require enormous effort. Even if it's not a difficult thing to do, changing ingrained habits can be tiring. Trying to do that with multiple things at the same time will weigh down on you. It's not impossible, but my resilience genuinely went right down to the bare bones, and I couldn't continue with anything anymore. You set yourself up for failure. You're not setting a manageable and achievable goal. And when the decision paralysis and resilience impacts set in, and you're forced to stop, the pressure and expectation you've put on yourself will make you feel like you've failed. It certainly did for me. Failing to commit to those 30-day challenges because of those 3 reasons actually ended up with some ironic consequences. When I was meditating, my mental health dropped. When I was walking 20,000 steps a day, I put on weight. The impact of coping with feeling overwhelmed outweighed any positive impact of the activities. I learnt that small parts of the things I was doing actually brought loads of value, but doing them all together at the same time was bringing none. So I decided to instead focus on the one most impactful thing and focus entirely on that. This worked because it leans into the idea of setting small, achievable, incremental goals proven to allow for results and allowing you to stop feeling like a failure. It's much more manageable, especially for those who are easing into self-improvement. It doesn't require enormous resilience, just the ability to do one extra thing a day. It focuses on the most impactful thing, instead of wasting time and energy on less important improvements. And finally, identifying that it will have genuine impact can bring you genuine purpose. It feels like you're moving in the right direction, and that's enormously beneficial. So I knew I needed to focus on one impactful thing, but understanding how to prioritize and even know which one was the most important was tough. So I broke it down into something super simple. First, I needed to understand my current situation and where I wanted to go. To do this, focus on the foundations of your life, which are your health, relationships, your free time and routines, your work, and your own personality and confidence. You'll want to write down under each of those headings where you feel you are now, where are your opportunities to improve each of them, and what is your end goal with each of them. More details on how this works can be found in the video in the top right now, or by using the free resources that are available on my website in the description. Now you've found those opportunities in your direction, ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, which of those foundations is furthest away from your end goal? Number 2, which opportunity is currently having the largest negative impact on your life by not acting on it? And number 3, if there's a few things, which one would be the easiest thing to start? That should leave you with one thing. Your priority, your focus. For me, Running was super simple. I finished work, put on kit, and run. It didn't matter whether it was 1 kilometre, 5 kilometres, or 10 kilometres. I just needed to do it, and it was the first step to turning everything around. So it's as simple as that. Do this once, and stick to it. Don't waver, don't reconsider, stick to it. Because it's so much more important that you start than spending time or even wasting time considering every single possibility. We'll go into detail on how to stick to that one action and how long to keep it going before moving on to something new next time. So subscribe to make sure you don't miss that. If you want to take the next simple step to improving your life, then watch this video. But if you want to jump down the rabbit hole, check out when I meditated for 30 days to see where all of this started. So, which one's it going to be?